when you're talking about money, the one way that startups have traditionally raised money is through venture capital, right? Now, you have had a successful IPO as well. How does that change? I mean, post IPO, how does it change your life? Do you wake up in the mornings at 9:30 and check the Sensex, whether it's red or green, or how does that change? And also, what's the learning for the startup, ecosystem itself in terms of raising funds?
Yeah, I think that's a great point you bring up. For the longest time, there was a lot of, I don't want to use the word disdain, but a lot of question marks about the endurance of the startup ecosystem. That is it all very transient and fleeting and opportunistic, or is it something which will be long-term, lasting, and like, are we building forever companies, right? Like a lot of the listed companies are forever companies. I think what the IPOs of some, and successful IPOs of many of the companies that have listed, and we've been fortunate that ours has also been received very well this year of our software company, Unicommerce, is that it is now, the tide is turning, the tide of perception is turning, that the skepticism is turning into, maybe they are building good companies, or maybe these companies will be lasting companies. Maybe these companies are not fly-by-night operators. Maybe the founders and operators of these businesses didn't get into it just to get rich, but they actually are purpose-driven and are committed to building their companies for 5, 10, 15, 30 years, like the traditional industry promoters have been, right? So I feel the IPOs are really, really helpful in raising the bar, raising the ceiling for the upstarts, the new companies, to say, where do I want to be? Because earlier, it seemed like the bar of performance was, did I become a unicorn or not? Now the bar of performance is, of hyper performance is, did I build a business which was solid enough, profitable enough, and with great governance and great culture, that it has the ability to go public.
So when you are a venture capitalist and you're looking at an investment, would that be a critical question? Look, I know that this can possibly make money in the next 3 years, but is this a resilient idea?
Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. When we meet companies, we are meeting them when it's just like two guys and a PowerPoint and maybe like 2 lakhs of revenue. I remember when we invested in Mamaearth, which was one of our investments, which is now goes by the corporate name of Honasa. They were doing 5 or 6 lakhs of revenue, and really smart founders, small team of 8, 10, including the two co-founders, Varun and Ghazal. In our head, what was going through our mind was, as it goes through when we meet other companies, in 5, 6 years, can we see this becoming a public company, right? 5, 6 years is too short a period of time, but to their credit, they became a public company in 7 years. But our first step, we think, is, can this become an Indicon, like 100 crores of revenue and profitable? Because then we know from there it is just projecting out a growth rate till the point they become large enough that the public markets would find them of an acceptable scale and size to come in to list.